Welcome to Study Loop.
Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. And today I'll be helping you with the 42nd problem of the Chapter 19 problem set. So A is asking calculate the frequencies of F for each allele and complete the table below. So I'll just write out the table right here. So you have A, you have B, you have C. And so how you want to calculate this is if it's double A, right? And it says, for example, in this one, it says 82 for 1 and a 96 for 2. What you want to do is you want to multiply this by 2 and multiply this by 2, right? And then you want to add up all the other ones. So for A, I got a total of 380. For B, for the 1, is 360. For C is 260. And you'll get that total because there are 2 alleles for each AA, AB, AC, BB, BC, and CC. So it's going to come out, there's a total of 500 different types, but there's a total of 1,000 of alleles. And so for these ones, you do the same math, but just for the 2 column, and this is what I got. Now we'll go on to B. So B says, it says using a chi-squared, evaluate these data to determine if the amino peptidase gene in these 2 populations is evolving. So I could go through all the math and everything, but I'm not trying to take a bunch of your time. But if you compare it to degrees of freedom, what you'll find out is, yes, it is in the second population. So it is occurring in the second population. There is a mutation because the second population does not have access or as much access to the fish or the protein that they are eating, and that's what it works on. So then you have C that says, based on these this data, predict with justification changes over time in the amino peptidase enzyme for these populations. So basically what will happen is for the first population, it'll stabilize. So it'll be pretty much similar to what it already is. And then for 2, it will go down because they don't have as much meat to eat. And then you have D that says, predict what other factors could result in departures from Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. And if you know anything about the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, oh wait, that's E, my bad. This is D. Hold up, let's go back to D. So D says, describe an investigation of these 2 habitats that could suggest a causal relationships between changes in allele frequency and characteristics of the environment. So what I said is that you'd get 2, investigate the amount of digestion of protein from both the habitats. So you'd get 2 animals from each, so a total of 4. And then what you would do, or a bigger sample size, and what you would do is you would try to, so you'd have 2 and 2, and from these you'd feed them protein and you'd see how they digest it, and you'd try to trace how they do it. So then E, okay, and the E is the predict. So predict what other factors could result in departures from Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium needs infinite amount of, you need a huge population, basically infinitely big. And basically one of the things is you cannot have gene flow. So if gene flow occurred because they are now separated, and so other species could enter in and gene flow could occur, that could mess it all up. So I hope you found this helpful, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.